Hello Normans and welcome back to this week's Norman News. I'm Alana Morgan. Stay tuned for news on a gender stunt gone wrong and updates on Beverly physically reopening again. Around the school in 30 minutes, this is the Norman News. I'm pretty sure you are already aware of the El Dorado fire occurring in our state that has made thousands evacuate. But do you know how this wildfire got started? It all started from a gender reveal stunt. A couple expecting a baby were eager to share the gender of their child. However, things went wrong. They planned on doing so by setting off smoke bombs that would shoot out pink or blue smoke into the air. However, the smoke bombs ended up igniting the dry grasses in the El Dorado Ranch Park. The couple tried to minimize the flames with water bottles, however nothing worked and now the fire is threatening many neighborhoods. The family is now cooperating with investigators. We'll have more updates for you later on. Now to Jonah with some more news.
Thanks, Alana. Google and Levi's Jacquard Smart Jacket has introduced a new function designed to stop you from mistakenly leaving your phone behind, as spotted by Android police. The feature, called Always Together, is an automatic alert that will go off if the jacket moves too far away from your phone. When triggered, notifications happen on both ends, so your phone will get a notification and the jacket's signature sleeve tag will also blink and vibrate. Previously, Android Police notes that there was a manual find your phone option where an assigned gesture on the jacket could prompt your phone to ring at full volume. It's a neat addition for the Smart Jacket, which can already use touch inputs to control things on your smartphone, like music controls and navigation pings with Google Maps. Earlier this year, an update in the Jacquard platform introduced a handful of other functions, like support for ride-sharing alerts and pin drops on a map to save locations. Now to Jackson with this week's sports.
Thanks, Jonah. The NBA playoffs have been extremely exciting. Recently, the Bucks played the Heat in Game 5 of the series. The Heat were able to beat the Bucks, and it looks like they could definitely be final contenders. Also, on Sunday, the Lakers beat the Rockets 117-109 with a great performance from Rajon Rondo and Markieff Morris. On Monday, the Celtics beat the Raptors 111-89. The Celtics have been playing fairly well, and I think they could definitely be final contenders. The Nuggets and Clippers also played Monday and ended with the Clippers taking the win with a score of 113-107. Although the Clippers have been looking good, I still believe the Nuggets will come out on top. With great performances from Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., and Nikola Jokic, the Nuggets could definitely end up in the finals. Thank you, and now to more sports.
Thanks, Jackson. The second round of the NBA playoffs are a full start, with much excitement for fans and players alike. The Boston Celtics were beating the Toronto Raptors 2-0 in the series, and they were about to take the lead 3-0. However, the Raptors scored a 3-point buzzer with 0.5 seconds left to win the game. The Raptors won another game after that, and the series is now tied 2-2. The Miami Heat has a 3-0 lead against the Milwaukee Bucks, and if they win the series, it will be one of the biggest upsets in NBA second round history, as the 5 seed will beat the number 1 seed by a big margin. In the West, the Lakers and Clippers are both struggling to beat their opponents, as neither team are winning the series. Let's see how everything plays out, and now to Rachael with entertainment.
Robert Pattinson, most known for his role in Twilight as Edward Cullen and in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire as Cedric Diggory, has tested positive for the coronavirus. Recently, Pattinson has been working on the set of his new movie, The Batman. Unfortunately, filming has been paused due to Pattinson contracting COVID-19. The crew had just returned after a 6-month hiatus in March due to the pandemic. Pattinson himself has not released any statement about his condition or well-being, but it is assumed that filming will be paused once again until he fully recovers. The Batman was first planning to be released in June 2021, but has now been pushed to October 2021 due to delays. Hopefully Pattinson has a speedy recovery and can get back on set soon.
This week we'll be talking about the new twist on an old classic movie, Mulan. If you haven't already seen the Disney classic Mulan, it's about a woman trying to save her father from joining the Imperial Army. She disguises herself as a man to battle northern invaders in China. You already know it's going to be a good one, especially if the budget is a striking $200 million. 73% of viewers that have watched this movie have enjoyed it. If you have Disney Plus, you can watch it as soon as today. Now grab some popcorn, sit back, relax, and stay tuned for this week.
Do you know why the Phoenix sits on the right hand of the Emperor? She is his guardian, his protector. That she's both beautiful and strong. Your job is to bring honor to the family. Do you think you can do that?
Citizens, we are under attack from northern invaders.
Their leader calls himself Ori Khan.
Fights alongside a witch.
No survivors. By edict of His Imperial Majesty, every family must contribute one man to fight.
Have you no son?
I am blessed with 2 daughters. I will fight.
We must be strong. This time he will not return. Loyal, brave, and true. It is my duty to protect my family.
Ancestors, please protect her.
What is your name, soldier?
Hua Jun, Commander, son of Hua Zhou.
We're going to make men out of every single one of you.
Close the gate!
The spirit is evident, but something holds you back.
When they find out who you are, they will show you no mercy. I'm Hua Mulan. I will bring honor to us all.
Thanks, Kayla. Realtor.com recently released their latest numbers on the country's housing market. Economists crunched these numbers from August, and despite a 10% year-over-year increase in the national median listing price, all the way to $350,000, the market is still more competitive than ever. This current listing price growth is the highest in the last 3 years. The August monthly housing trends report found homes selling at their fastest pace in the last 15 months. According to the report, one of the drivers is a significant decline in inventory. At the end of August, there were nearly 500,000 fewer homes available for sale as there were last year. While the number of homes listed for sale in the top 50 largest cities showed a year-over-year decline of 38%, this is still even higher than July's 34.8%. This national number from Realtor.com tells the complete story. Buyers in competitive Southern California markets, including Los Angeles and San Diego, can tell you that trying to buy a home today is beyond stressful for those listed reasons.
Have you been wanting to get outside of the country and travel during this pandemic? According to CNN, as well as Travel and Leisure, these are the countries that you can travel to now if you're an American citizen. You can travel to Albania, Belarus, Brazil, the Dominican Republic, Kosovo, the Maldives, Mexico, North Macedonia, Serbia, Tunisia, Turkey, Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Armenia, Aruba, Bermuda, Cambodia, Costa Rica, Croatia, Dominica, Ecuador, Egypt, French Polynesia, Grenada, Haiti, Honduras, Jamaica, Malta, Montenegro, Rwanda, South Korea, St. Bart's, St. Lucia, St. Martin, St. Vincent and Grenadines, Turks and Caicos, Tanzania, the Ukraine, and the United Arab Emirates. There are a few more places that you are allowed to travel to, but to travel to these places, you must be prepared to self-quarantine when you get there. If you're prepared to do this, then you can also go to the following: the Bahamas, Ethiopia, Ireland, St. Bartholomew, and the United Kingdom. If you do want to travel now, though, your safest option might be a road trip within the U.S. Now to Phoebe with local news.
In addition to hand washing, social distancing, and mask wearing that we've been doing this pandemic, researchers are determining ventilation to be another important tool to preventing the spread of COVID-19. More evidence is gathering that suggests the disease can spread without close contact, meaning the viruses can linger in the air and infect hours later. And a report by the U.S. Government Accountability Office found that 41% of public school districts need to update or replace filtration systems in half their schools. Replacing old air with new air from outside is crucial to keep the room clean from infectious particles. For example, a classroom should have its air replaced 4 to 6 times every hour. Keeping windows and doors open with fans is a great way to achieve this, but be careful not to be forcefully blowing air from one person to another. Portable HEPA filters can replace the air several times per hour and at a nearly 100% filtration rate of infectious particles. Cleaning the air of viruses is critical for preventing indoor spread because without replacing the air, viruses can float for hours, posing a risk to everyone using that space.
Thanks, Natalie. Governor Gavin Newsom arranged a press conference Tuesday, September 8th to give an up-to-date status on the coronavirus pandemic and the wildfires burning all over California. Governor Newsom continually pleaded with Californians last week to elude conjoining over the holiday weekend. He said improvement on California's new 4-tier reopening plan was conditional on keeping COVID-19 from spreading, and he explained how it was up to the people of California to take this into action. We saw this a few months back when we started to see progress over an extended period of time, and invariably people said, well, looks like we're out of the woods. We must learn from that recent example. That's why it's more important than ever to be vigilant as we work through the next few months and work through this flu season. Besides the coronavirus being very relevant, new fires have emerged from the hot weather. Various immense wildfires are still burning through the state, and extreme winds intend to only worsen things and increase endangerment. PG&E turned off power to nearly 200,000 Californians around the state in a PSPS or public safety power shutoff. The public utility expects that by turning off power in the windiest regions, they can prevent triggering new wildfires from occurring. Now to Alana with school news.
Thanks, Phoebe. Can Beverly physically reopen again? Not yet, as of now. Dr. Broughim sent out an email on Friday of an updated health order from the Los Angeles Department of Public Health. The email explained that if the district submits an application, they can start offering in-school services to students with IEPs or children who are English learners who need specialized in-school services. This would take place after September 14th. So progress is being made, and we will keep you updated as things go on. Now to Jonah with some more school news.
Thanks, Alana. Normans, as you all know, this Monday was Labor Day, which is a national holiday, meaning that we did not have school. On our first day of school, which was on a Tuesday after a day off, we had an early day schedule, which meant that 0 period started at 7 a.m. and period 1 started at 8 a.m. And each class was only 55 minutes long. But this week, even though we had Monday off, we will have our usual late start block day, just like a normal Tuesday with period 4, 5, and 6, where each period is 1.5 hours long. Then, on both Wednesday and Thursday, we'll have a block day with periods 0, 1, 2, 3, and 7. Then go back to our usual 4, 5, 6 block day on Friday. Now to Jonah with this week's weather forecast.
Hello, my name is Jonah Farahmand, and I'm here to bring you this week's live KBEV weather forecast for the week of September 4th, 2020, for those of you who are wondering what the weather is like outside due to the coronavirus. This week, Los Angeles will continue to see sunny weather with hot temperatures ranging from the high 70s to low 90s. Today, we will begin our week with a balmy high of 77 degrees. Tomorrow, Saturday, brings hot temperatures of 87 down to a low of 75. On Sunday, the last day of the week, we will see sunny skies with a temperature at a high of 91 degrees. Starting us up with a new week, later on, we will see a bit of the same temperatures. Monday brings a high of 85 degrees to a low of 68. On Tuesday, there will be a high of 79 degrees Fahrenheit, and on Wednesday, there will be a high of 80 to make things warm again. Thank you so much for watching this week's live KBEV weather forecast. I'm Jonah Farahmand. Now back to the desk.
Have you guys heard that Selena Gomez released a new makeup line? Well, it's true. It's called Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. The line includes liquid lipstick, cream blush, foundation, concealer, highlighter, brow gel, tinted lip balm, and more. All products are 100% vegan and cruelty-free. There are over 48 shades of foundation and concealer to choose from. The prices range from $5 to $30. Fun fact, Selena added a ball on top of the packaging to make it easier for people with arthritis to open. Rare Beauty was released September 3rd and is exclusively sold at Sephora. Now to Grace with health news.
Thanks, Natasha. As small illnesses are starting to travel around the world, it might be confusing to be able to tell if you've just a sore throat, the common flu, or the coronavirus. Although you can be medically diagnosed by a doctor or a COVID test, a study by USC shows which order COVID symptoms usually arise. Typically, the first sign of COVID is a fever, but that's also very typical when having the flu, so you shouldn't stress yet. The following symptoms are usually in the order of cough, nausea, and then bowel issues. If you have any of these symptoms, you should immediately be tested for the virus and avoid going out or making contact with others. Although Los Angeles is slowly becoming safer, you should always wear a mask and maintain social distance. Now, let's send it back to the desk.
That's it for this week's Norman News. I'm Jonah Danesh, and we'll see you all next week.